People are not born equal. Some of us have higher height, some of us are better looking, some of us have a cooler voice, some of us have better eyesight, some of us can do certain things that other people cannot do easily. Some of us has this personality tendency that to be more extroverted or more introverted, more neuroticism or less neuroticism. Most of these things are all genetically coded in the way our ancestors behaved and the way our ancestors evolved. Now, also humans are 99.9% similar in their gene, but the small difference within human differences make a huge difference in our life. Ranging from like someone that could potentially be mentally disabled, doesn't have much IQ, to an absolutely genius. These differences in our gene are all encoded in very small portions. So understanding that everyone is different in a way and understand our own strengths and weaknesses, maybe there is a way for everyone to play the game of life slightly better. So let me tell you a little bit about this. Sometimes when I was a younger kid, I was thinking about how our life feels like a game. When I was in primary school, that was the time when like video game really started taking off, and a lot of people started like playing video games. And the first time I tried it, I noticed something that's very similar to the way our real life is. So it's built, a lot of the old video games at least, are built in a level system. So essentially you're trying to level up throughout the game, and then you're trying to acquire a lot of attributes, skills. So you're putting like skill points on skills like how charming you are, like on charm, agility, strength, things like this that we can also work on in our real life. So if you want to improve your strength, you go to the gym, you do workouts, you join different sports teams. If you want to be more charming, you just practice talking to people. So there's a lot of ways in real life that we can naturally change these attributes the way the video games are. Now let's think about a few further point. I was thinking at a young age, what if our life is a card game, right? So a lot of people play the game of poker. It's a very basic game. So you just have a hand of around 7 cards, let's say. I just randomly drew these cards. So this will be my hand. The point of the game is essentially to eliminate all the cards. So play them before everyone else does, and then win the game. So essentially, like during this game, or like a lot of card games, you have better cards and worse cards. So for example, in this hand, the ace and the queen will be a very high card. So for example, if these are considered as your life attributes, maybe you're very good at reading people. Now that attributes will be an ace for you. So you're very good at that. But you also have some low cards in the deck of life. So we all deal like genetically with some low cards for sure. So definitely like, for example, if this card represents me, then my eyesight will be a 3, right? This will be a really low card and very horrible. In a hunter-gatherer society, this card may kill me, right? It may deem me as disabled, a very poor hunter. So there's a lot of issues to be solved here. Luckily, we're in a modern society which you can wear contact lenses, you can wear just glasses, or do surgeries, perform surgeries on your eyes to reduce the effect of this. I'll go over this later in a bit. For example, I got here a 4, which is pretty low card, but this is not the worst card. I think personally, like my height is not very high. I'm not very tall. I wish I'm like way taller, which will make me more valuable, right, into society. So I'm only like 5'10", and some people are dealing with way taller attributes, like they're like 6'3", 6'4", you know. Those will be really nice to have. But on a certain side, I'm also pretty good at just very personable. So that would be an 8 maybe. It's slightly above average. So I make people like me, and then just a smoother ride all my life. So yeah, there's a lot of attributes to this hand. But my point is, we all deal the hand at birth, right? A lot of things we cannot change. Maybe we do more sports, we'll go a little bit taller, but there's some genetic predispositions that determine how tall you can grow. And there's some genetic dispositions to how like pro-social you are, how extroverted you are, things like this. Also, we deal with this hand. Every one of us has different attributes, right? If you're really pretty, like you probably have a really high card on looks. But sometimes some people have low points on IQ. They're really bad at figuring out things and then memorizing things. So also like it's not 7 cards, of course. In the human genetics, it'll be like more than like 100 cards. I don't know. Gonna be more than 200 cards that represent each specific attributes that can potentially make you either successful or non-successful in life. Now it's very interesting because the game of poker doesn't only require you to have good cards. Now you can use the bad cards in a way that helps you to actually win the game. Having a good cards only increase your chance of winning. But playing it well will also do the same. So here's a very, very crazy and very, very fun idea here. So for example, I have like 2-4 here. Both of them are trash cards, pretty much. Like they're such low cards. But because I have 2-4s, I can play them at the same time in a game of poker, right? Now, this is what I'm trying to get at. Sometimes we have like pretty low attributes in your life. Maybe we're not the brightest. I personally think like take me a while to understand things, and I'm not very sensitive, right? I'm not super sensitive to humans, people's emotions around me. So those are be like some of the low cards I have. They're not good cards, but maybe if I play them well, they can become beneficial. So for example, because I am less sensitive to human emotions, to people's emotions around me, I have less empathy. I can use this to be more cutthroat, to be more aggressive in life, or getting the thing I want, like without caring about hurting people's feelings or people's opinions about me. So that could potentially be a strong suit while played with something else. So maybe played with intelligence, this card will be useful, actually, while being, in general, a low card. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Everyone has a hand, okay? We're all born with certain attributes that other people don't have. They're unique attributes. Your hair color, your eye color, your how nice your skin is, and then how tall you are, how athletic maybe you're predisposed to be. There's so many different attributes in everyone's life. And I see a lot of people with really good hands playing it horribly, to be completely honest. I see a lot of people like around me, my friends, and the people I meet in life, which a lot of people. Some of them have amazing hands. They look gorgeous. They are tall, they're athletics. They can think fast. They have energy in their life. Their body is healthy, right? There's so many good attributes in these people. And I was thinking, if I have their hand, I'll play it so differently and I will win. Because their hand is good, but they're playing it poorly. One person I know, like she works at Walmart for a minimum wage job, like $15 per hour. She can do so much more. She can do so much better to actually improve her life circumstances by simply using her special attributes. It's not as hard as it sounds. So for example, if you're like a white girl that speaks both English and Chinese, you now have a super strong advantage. You can literally, without trying too hard, become an internet star, or just be famous and then kind of like gain the benefits of being famous, and then you get into a certain social cycle, social circle, and then you become a part of the 1%. That's pretty simple, actually, to do if I uses their card. But people are not utilizing those, unfortunately. They're wasting away their genetic potentials that could potentially lead them to better outcomes in life. And a good point I'm trying to get at is, now think about the cards you have, right? Think about the kind of opportunities and genetic abilities that you are dealt with at birth. Look at your card. Think about what you are good at. Think about what you are bad at. Look through, write down your strengths and weaknesses, and be completely honest about this. Do not try to say like good things about yourself, or do not try to be humble with this. Be completely truthful. Close your eyes, be completely truthful of what your strengths are. There's a good chance you already know it, but you don't want to name it, because sometimes these strengths are not socially acceptable. Sometimes there are a certain way that people view like morality or truth. Now, you need to be truthful about the strengths you have and the weaknesses you have, and just examine, what can I do with these strengths and weaknesses? What career path or what kind of life path I can take with this specific set of attributes? I'm sure you will figure something out, because once you see this clearly and critically, you will find a way to make your life better by following the one path that you think is gonna do well with the certain attributes you already have. And I think that'll be really helpful in life. That's just a starting point, of course. You also need to go out and actually do the work and do the actual hard work to make your dream realized. But having a dream, having a goal that's specifically made and built with your attributes, with your specialties, it's very helpful. And once you start implementing this in your life, you will see what kind of benefits it will give you. All right, thank you so much. I will see you in the next time. All right, see you.